Mark Golding is not fit to be Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Bunting don't want him picking them for go up on the bus. And is advising you not to put your children on the bus.
Jamaica politics and cover. Pick up yourself because you don't know you will discover. Lord of mercy. Hey. Some say that them a diatic. And them a suffer to hell neurotic. Them a say that them a diatic. And them a suffer to hell neurotic.
Yes, JPU family, good night. Patriotic Jamaicans all over the world, all over Jamaica, all over the US, all over the Caribbean region, all over Canada. Today a subscriber called and said, me hear you big up everybody, but you know big up England. Good night, England. Good night, Europe. Good night, Africa. Yes, we have those people listening too on the continent. Thank you, everybody, for your patience, and thank you for joining. Moderator, good night. Welcome back. Guys, we have some things to talk about. I realized I put up some little TikTok something yesterday. And by the time you get up this morning, I see it gone viral. People are saying they come give me from over Twitter, from over TikTok, from over all about. True, I do look at something with Mark Gold and I do the apology. What am I going to stay so? Remember, me not really do viral, you know. But me look on people's status, me see it. Me say, what go on? On Facebook, it gone viral. You can't hear me? Talk in a comment if you can't hear me. All of who know where I talk about, there are some short videos on the channel. The ones that say short, you can go and look on it. Where me do a little thing with Mark Gold and come back with the microphone and say the mic will work now. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. When me make the little thing, them at one, me make them find out. I want to send me gone to the world. Sure. Imagine when Mark said that. Anyway. That was that, and we'll see what happens with that. So JLP and PNP supporters, when you come here, remember me did tell them to say me that I do one debate over here. Remember that? Guess what? I can't find no PNP people to come join the debate, so I don't know how it will go. I don't think that's gonna work. It's not gonna work. The PNP people, them scarce. The Rise United people, them scarce. I know I can't find a dozen labor rights to come over here, come debate. Because the labor rights, them seems proud of them government and what them government do. And them have good talking points. The PNP, them have for them talking points too. But I don't know why they don't want to come. I mean, the only thing I can think of is that they don't want to be fact-checked. Because I'm not going to sit over here and make anybody come tell any lie over here. That's the only thing I can think of. But that's okay, because we're not going to stoop to anything, Not going to stoop to anything. All right, so let me give you the updates and see what's going on. How is everybody doing this evening? I hope you all are well. Lifestyle, big up yourself. Andre Stevenson getting sued. How are you say? How are you going? Good night, everybody. All right. I want to show you something real quick. I may have some announcement as well. Remember when I tell you, say, As on talk about sue, remember said Dayton say he want sue JPU, right? And he want monetary reimbursement. Him say him suffer damages and he want money. Right? He must seek right now as we speak. Dayton is in the court seeking money from JPU and from Karen and from Forward One. Pressure, PNP, and him under pain and pressure. So here is the reason why Dayton under pain and pressure now with JPU. When Dayton realized, say, JPU viewership is 65% in Jamaica, a pain, pressure and pain. And that caused the problem, guys. You remember me telling you said Dayton want to try and silence JPU and come with intimidation and judicial harassment. Remember say all of you know me on social media for how much years. You never hear me defame nobody and me and nobody in a problem. Talking I comment all of you know from long time. Marva Stewart and those people. You never hear me defame and tell lie on people yet? No. But I am here to report to you that according to YouTube, a pain and pressure upon Dayton. The whole of Jamaica, 65% of Jamaica is here in Dayton Campbell business. Say him is no good representative. Them not forgive him no seat and put him back in a parliament. Him is very bad for the country as a leader, representative, and we don't want him around here. That is him problem with JPU, you know. So what I want to do now is to try and silence the thing, but we don't know, so we don't work with intimidation and we don't work with a spirit of fear over here, so, right? So that cause the problem. So when anybody asks, you know, when they come out with headline and sit, you know, make sure someone tell them, say the real problem, what Dayton Campbell has with JPU is that the entire Jamaica is hearing his political deeds. And that caused the problem, okay? So I just want to thank all our viewers in Jamaica, in the United States, and even in Canada and the UK. Everybody who tune in, everybody who share the content, thank you very much. Continue doing so and make sure that the message get out there so that our Jamaican people can make educational decision on election day. That's what it's about over here. Now let me let you hear this video.
We have a duty, comrades. We have a duty. I hope you understand the assignment. We have to get rid of this man, you know. We have to get rid of this man forthwith.
Yes, so I want to just hear Dayton Campbell saying that he have a duty and he must get rid of this man. He must talk about the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness. I want to know where Dayton want to get rid of Andrew Holness for. Because I never Andrew Holness tell Dayton to go lose him seat. Right? Since 2016, Jamaica has not had any financial meltdown or collapse. And Andrew Holness never pocket billions of the Jamaican people them dollars. And engineer no collapse and wipe out black people and business people in the country. So I don't know what Dayton Campbell could have want to get rid of Andrew Holness for. Somebody ask him and come tell me. He is talking like there's some sense of urgency, you know, that false alarmist behavior.
We have a duty, comrades. We have a duty. I hope you understand the assignment. We have to get rid of this man, you know. We have to get rid of this man forthwith.
No, I know Andrew Holness you have to worry about getting rid of. I think the comrades them are more concerned about getting back them party. Which means Dayton Campbell need to get rid of himself, him, Bunting, and Mark Golding. So guys, any which part you no go, when some of them a come argue with you know, I talk about who for time come and who for get rid of who, wanna make sure so on a screenshot this and show them. Say since 2016, there has been no financial meltdown or collapse in the country because we have a responsible government. Not those who engineered meltdowns and pocket billions. And what we're talking about here is FinSac. Anytime they come with their argument, show them that. Because I'm not sure what the urgency is all about. I want to show you guys something. The difference between Mark Golding apologizing and Everett Warmington apologizing. Watch this, guys.
And comrades, it sounds like we have a good microphone system tonight. Last night, I was at another function, and a pure problem with the microphone. And me bought a little BC under my breath. Me never mean anybody to hear it. And a live feed pick it up. So I just want to say to anybody who heard it and feel offended, sorry here, sir. Never mean no disrespect. Me never mean to offend nobody. Me's a humble youth and a well-behaved youth. And I would never disrespect Jamaican people.
So on the platform yesterday were inappropriate, and I regret offending anyone with the comments I made. So I do withdraw them and apologize. I recognize that my comment.
What I want to know, how Warmington could have expressed him apology in the English language and Mark Golding expressed him apology in the Patois language, but kind of one street corner, one corner boy style. Wanna explain it to me, no, man? Everett Warmington come out and apologize like a normal somebody, but Mark Golding come with one heap of language. And me have a phrase for that style of politics, you know. Me have a phrase for all who see the look at TikTok something when me do. Me have a phrase for that style of politics. Yeah. The style of politics where PNP are come with Mark Golding, we call it a bonus split politics. When you hear me say? Bonus split politics is not what we do in Jamaica. No offense against people who burn them spliff, you know. But our leaders and our representatives, them not supposed to come with a bonus split style. When you go all over the world, you know how offensive it is when people hear you're Jamaican and them talk about, oh, you smoke. No, and everybody smoke weed from Jamaica. Right? So we now do no bonus split politics where you have no man come take microphone, hard catch on one side of their head, I come out, why, me never mean nothing by it, you know, and sorry ass, and come on, man, don't come dumb with them like that, man. Don't do that. Our first language is English. We talk Patois, yes, with our friends and our family and among ourselves. But when we call ourselves leaders and we are out there in a professional manner, we are going to be formal. We don't want no informality in our leadership, because next thing you know, you have bonus split politics, and next thing you're going to have gunman politics. We don't want that. We're not endorsing that. And we never hear no other leaders come do that. So please, PNP, one is a disgrace. I'm going to hide and talk it tonight. I know why I say that. Every time I think about the fact that the PNP could have looked the Jamaican people in the eye and tell them that the best we have to offer to you as an opposition leader is Mark Golding. That is the biggest insult to our people, to me, because they know as well as we do that Mark Golding is not qualified to lead our country. And you know what's sad? Because we are Jamaican people and we grow good, we don't really like to insult people. So it's kind of sad that it had to come down to a couple of months before election for people to start saying it. Everybody attack it now because they know it's true. But why weren't we saying it all along? As if we're scared. No, man, you have to tell the truth. You have to tell the truth. Now, I want to show you the differences between, in my view, a JLP voter or supporter. You ask them, why are you supporting this person or why are you voting for that person? They're going to give you a legitimate reason, right? They're going to tell you, I'm not supporting them because of this reason. Even if for their own leader. When you see the JLP supporter, them run out on people who I represent them already and tell them party leader and whoever say come take down that smaddy car. Them not do them work or we don't want them. So the JLP supporters, them will tell you something that makes sense why they must support them leader. But the PNP people, let me notice, them will tell you, say, boy, I'm just a vote because of orange, you know. I want you guys to listen to this carefully.
Some of the residents we spoke with say they intend to vote along traditional lines and hope that at some point they will get
cool water, cool and spicy. But they say me can't vote for Labour because me have no head for me body. Me have to go to PNP.
The best prime minister in Jamaica. All right, ring up your bell, let them know. All about Andrew.
All right, you just hear that? The Labourites say him is voting and supporting Andrew Holness because him is the best prime minister. And when we say the best prime minister, what we mean say, this a prime minister here do some work, right? And if you ask what kind of work, we can show you the things them. Can show you the buses them, school buses, all kind of bus. We can show you the minimum wage increase. We can show you the debt that has gone down. We can show you crime has gone down. We can show you a whole heap of things. But when you ask the PNP them, why they must support Mark Golding or the PNP, them tell us that them now no head or their head. No, me have to take bad things make laugh, guys. Pardon me. Them tell us that they now no head. They head empty. You ask them what they out here about, they don't know. That doesn't concern you guys? Listen again.
Some of the residents we spoke with say they intend to vote along traditional lines and hope that at some point they will get
cool water, cool and spicy. But they say me can't vote for Labour because me have no head for me body. Me have to go to PNP.
The best prime minister in Jamaica. All right, ring up your bell, let them know. All about Andrew.
Now the little lady there, the situation now with she, Westmoreland. I'm going to talk about Westmoreland very shortly here. Them have a water problem down there, a very serious water problem down there. I remember them she not no water, you know. But she tell you say, water or no water, she not vote for Labour because she not no head. And she just go cast the orange vote and hope for some cool, spicy water. Now you tell me people. No, nobody come over here and talk to me and laugh off old people, so let me try and hold my composure. Why? I don't know. Very sticky situation. She not no head.
That you have a choice. You can choose chaka chaka, or you can choose order.
Those are your choices, people. Chaka chaka, when we Jamaicans say chaka chaka, what we mean is disordered. We mean say, in a uniform, in a direction, either all over the place. So that we mean when we say chaka chaka. Or we can choose order, stability, and those adjectives. Now, let me talk about Westmoreland real quick. There's a water crisis down there. And while I understand that the PNP has had the parish for a long time, and today we should not have a water problem, I also understand that the people of Westmoreland gave the JLP the entire parish for the last term. So I am not going to sit here and say to you that I am still holding the PNP fully accountable. Yes, I hold them partially accountable because they were there for so long and the people's water woes have not been resolved. But I have to also ask the PNP, the JLP, over the last term, what have been your efforts to address and deal with the water crisis down there? What do you plan to do going into the general election? Do you think that this may pose a threat to you going into the general election, or do you plan to do something, try to help out the people and get some water before the election is called? Guys, remember, say over this channel, you know, we not really deal with too much bias over here. So are the people them side and the Jamaica people side me depend over here. So if it is that the government must be brought to question, then that's what we're going to do. And if somebody over here is not comfortable with that, then maybe this is not the channel for you. But the people are talking. The people are complaining. You have members of the opposition who are capitalizing and trying to tell the people that they should put the blame solely on the Jamaica Labour Party. And those said people, they are not telling the people, say, we were there 90 years, we never give you no water, we never sort out no water problem, but blame everything on the Labour Party now. Now, do you want to be arguing with people about that months leading up to an election? JLP may attack. You don't want to go and try to convince the people, say, I know our fault, don't blame we. No, you don't have time for that. What you have time for is to go down there in our Westmoreland, meet with the people them and deal with the people them water problem. Because I can't tell you, no. Anyhow, you try to go into an election without dealing with the water problem down there. Remember, water is a staff of life. So if you think, say, we're going to go into the election down there, I'm going to know why you wouldn't want to be ambitious enough to sweep Westmoreland again to continue the work that you all have been doing. Work is being done. Missy Danny Lawrence at work. Missy George Wright at work. Work is going on. JLP, you know, have some of the council them down there. They need some resources to help the people them, you know. Especially with the water situation here. You have main road down a Westmoreland we want to fix. Now, I don't know who to allocate which money and who responsible for what. But you all better get it together, because if you don't, you're going to see The biggest apathy, voter apathy, coming out of Westmoreland. May I tell you no? Have dialogue with the people them. All of the people them where you see a company news, I talk about water. And then the people, no matter how you break ground, and still need to have a line of communication with the people to talk to them, tell them about your plan, what are your timelines. May I read on the comment over here, you know? I want to say ground or break and whatever. But is that what is being reported to the people and reported in the news? Let's not be stupid and play stupid. It's a real thing and it's a real issue. But all I'm saying is, if the people of Westmoreland, the entire parish of Westmoreland, them going to give the Jamaica Labour Party the privilege of saying, we don't want no PNP representative down here because we have had them for the past many years, many decades. We're done. We're going to give the JLP a chance and see what they can do down here. And they did. You have the member of parliament, the sitting member of parliament, Moreland, who still a sabotage the JLP down here. I'm telling you already. And if the JLP not do sitting with Moreland, him is going to be one of the reasons why problem is going to cause down there. But you know, hear my piece over here tonight. So hopefully this message will be passed on to the powers that be, and they can have some dialogue with the people, tell them what's going on, even though it should be, I think, the MPs who should be talking to the people. The road and the water. Me understanding or say, for as long as the PNP did down at Westmoreland and never do nothing, you can't expect everything to fix in a one term. I'm not stupid. Me understand all of that. But the worst thing we can do is, you hear the people who complain, and you know have a heart-to-heart with them and tell them something and let them know what you are doing and stuff like that. It is so sad to see that politicians occupy the parish for as long as they did. And at this point in time, when you look at some people down there, in their 70s, in their 60s, and at the same situation from them born, that's not nice, you know. That's not nice at all. But I am glad that Jamaica people them can see it in the last election. Jamaica people them, they have moved away from dialectic politics. What they want now are people who come to do the work of the people. And anybody who not doing the work of the people, Jamaican people today, largely will join forces and vote out those people. And that's a beautiful thing. So we will see what happens going forward. But I strongly encourage members of people call and give JPU information all the while, you know. So we're not talking a dopey story over here, so. So it's my hope that the situation is resolved so that the people them work can continue. Can you put back the same data and Campbell and them people? Look here, come on. Not do the people them that.
People stay so from long time.
That was the ceremony that was held today. I think about 100 buses. Yes, I'm going to be taking calls, but just give me a few minutes. About 100 buses came into the country today. And, you know, it's going good where that is concerned. The Minister of Transport is still working very hard. And I just want to say big up for that. It's nice to see the transformation that's taking place. It's nice to see the AC buses them, the school buses them. A big excitement, me telling you say the tour, the school bus tour are going. Them started out in the east and it's still going on. So that is good. We're here for it and we're glad to see it. So the people them we are talking about old bus, you don't worry yourself, I don't call them old bus, I call them used bus. I mean, I hear none of the parents them are complaining about the used bus them. So the used bus them we I work with for the children them. We prefer the used bus them than the used taxis with the pedophile them in it. And the reckless drivers them. And the one them we are left to pitney them a road. We will go and work with the used bus them. We not have a problem with that. Because some of them are talk about used bus. And if I did golden and bunting them around the country, me know to God them wouldn't have no money for buying a new bus. They wouldn't have no money for buying a new bus. First of all, they're not business with you. And why buy new buses when you can buy used ones? Does that make sense? You have to spend wisely. We don't have a problem. I don't see no problem. I don't hear no parents are come out and talk about it. The only people that will come out and talk about it are people who either they don't have them no picnic in the school system where go take a bus them and them are PNP, or people who just don't love the country. And that's okay. We know who they are. Now, we could talk about this, guys. Jamaica, in my view, can become the next Singapore if you leave these people to do their job. Why do I say that? A lot of us never thought or never imagined that we would be seeing the homicide rate in our country go down. When you look in a certain parishes where them used to say are the crime hotbed in the country, and you look in those parishes, you say 60%, 75% homicides down in those parishes. And whether you're JLP or PNP, you really have to admit to yourself, say, listen, this is getting better. You just can't fight it because it's so obvious that it's getting better. And with that being said, what would a crime-free Jamaica look like? There are many aspects of national development that will start going, or that would rather go in a positive direction, even faster when you have a country where you don't have to worry about crime. Some of the wealthiest countries in the world are those that are crime-free. So when I think about all the possibilities for Jamaica, when we deal with our biggest problem, which is crime, make we start in what we call the inner city communities. All who grew up in a Garrison are them familiar with Garrison. How many times have you... Let us talk about those who left the Garrison and go back, right? Whether you go back go visit people or you come from abroad and you go visit. When time you go back in at the Garrison, over the years, over the decades, every time you go back, don't you see say the business aspect and the economic life of these garrisons, don't you see how badly they have been impacted by crime? Badly. I can tell you guys stories. Before I migrated to the United States, I used to live in jungle. My grandma still has her house there, even though she passed away. Yes. Some of you on this channel maybe know me from them days there. But when my parents migrated from the cockpit country, well, actually, my father was born in Kingston. But then, back in the days, how some people used to have them kids and send them to a country go grow. I saw with my father. My father grew at Whitfield town. And his mother sent him to a country and he grew up with the rest of cousin and so. My mother come from cockpit country. My parents both came from the same district, Manchester. But when they migrated back, go Kingston after me born down a country, a jungle we go. Yes. So very familiar. Benbow Street, Penn Street, Septimus Street, Bibo Corner, all of them place there. Rodney Street, all them place that was stamping ground. That's where I first attended school. So we know the landscape very well. All of those schools around there and them something. The Collie Smith Drive, over at Black Roses and all them place there. So every time I go back, not just there, me have my friend them run a Maxwell Avenue. We have a local linky them down at Tivoli, But every time you go back to these communities and you see what the crime do to the communities. Every time you go back, you see a shop lock. What happened to that shop there? The owner dead. Then kill the owner. What happened to that shop there? Oh, them lock up a place and run away. I remember times where the whole community locked down for a whole week because the man them a war. And who brave, then stay, and who not brave, then go away. I'm sure that you guys heard me talk about living in Greenwich Town for a while. Greenwich Farm. Near Marcus Garvey Drive there, so. You know how my family end up at Greenwich Farm? Up a jungle there. One war did broke out up there. And my parents, they didn't like that for us. Them time the Greenwich Farm a residential area. Remember a whole heap of great people, especially musicians, came from Greenwich Town. Them time the Greenwich Town a working class community. Them time when you see the woman them a leave a morning time, I got them work on a free zone. The people them will work on the wharf. The people them will work on a T-Geddes grant. Working class community. So I spent some years in Greenwich Town too. What caused it? War. And toward the end, before I migrated, Greenwich Town is start get hot one look away too. But I'm telling you guys these stories because we can see what crime has done to our economic life in our local communities. It's bad. I choose someone when I really want to talk some things. But it's bad. So right now that we have the police and the government them doing what they do and bringing down the crime, we can see those communities get vibrant again. We can see economic life and vibrancy. And that's good. And when you come outside of those communities now, I have some big business people now who want to do some investment. And they say the country is safe again. Only hear Dr. Chang talk over here. National Security Minister and Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Chang, when he was over here the other night, he spoke about how he met with some investors who came into Jamaica. And one of the first questions they asked him was, what are you doing to make sure that, the crime will go down? And him tell them everything we might do. So people have some legitimate concerns about this kind of thing. So what the government is doing with the crime is a good thing for everybody, and it starts in those inner city communities. And it's good to see. So the possibilities of a crime-free Jamaica are endless. Crime make the place look like ghost town. For true. Me did afraid for walk this street. Anybody over here from Jungle? Or Greenwich Farm? When me are growing up in the 90s, when me live a Jungle, you know when the reality hit me about how terrible the crime was at that time and how vulnerable we were as a people. I remember my grandmother used to run a betting shop. So she used to do after-track betting on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And I remember one time one war it broke out around here. And the people them will live on the street. I must say about 2 people alone stay around there. Everybody go away. Everybody go away. Some of the people them will decide say them have to stay in ocean and sleep down at the gambling house. Beside where my grandmother used to have her betting shop. I saw the people them used to live like a war camp. No joke. Them time there, me live a Greenwich Farm them time there about 2. My family them they are Jungle, my grandmother, my cousins and everybody, and I love being around them. Me go up there. And sometimes my mother used to curse and say, no, go up there. Because my mother's a woman with born a country and she kind of different. Very cautious. But guys, a serious something I tell you now. So, if we can turn this around in a positive way, me like what the government are do with the housing thing. You see how some of them house there, run some of them here there. The person who surround they look like a ghost town and them something there. We don't see all the building where nearly collapse on the people them over eventide. All them something there for tear down. Make the place look decent again. Some of you guys may not know this, but some of the brightest scholars coming out of Jamaica come from Rona Jungle. It wasn't always that way. Rona used to be filled with scholars. Brightest set of people them. I have an aunt who come from around here. She's a registered nurse today, and her husband is a police. The 2 of them come from around here. So decent people come from around there. But it's just the war. So, it's not that bad anymore, and that's good. But the aftermath of these things, it leave a sense of darkness and despair over these communities. So the members of parliament now of these garrisons, what them I think, what them I do, what them I feel. I'm just glad that it's changing. But there's a lot of possibilities, guys. But the only way that we can maximize and what we see happening now is if we make sure that when we look in our parliament, we see people who are there for the right reasons and to do the right thing. You cannot be putting people like Dayton Campbell, Mark Golding in our parliament. Them not serve no form of purpose there. Look on their record. Dayton Campbell, 2 terms. In our ban. How him do? Waste of time. Mark Golding, them the time they were me I tell you about, with jungle, them the time that Omar Davis was the member of parliament. And jungle is worse today. Me not ask you, I tell you. I still have family members around here. What has Mark Golding done in terms of representation? Nothing. All them do a go around there, go put on orange and buy liquor and junk off the people them. And meet with Dans, and them talk so and me talk so. They say they meet with Dans and era leaders. Say them a mediate war. Not all them no do. This one here now. Peter Bunting, member of parliament, how much term? Where him do? Look for Manchester, every time I think about it, it grieve me. Manchester, good Manchester. The crime is not as bad anymore since recently. But Manchester is not the Manchester that it was before Bunting got there. So if we want to build on the progress that we've made, we cannot continue electing people who are a waste of time. Cannot do it. We have to put people in the way of work. We have to build up them communities and build up them constituencies. No matter where they come promise and come talk, say. No take them word for it. Look on their track record. Look on their work record, their work history. No make them come with no character assassination of other people to take the spotlight off of themselves. Because I trick them, I try to trick the people them. Jamaica has the potential of being a Singapore. The moment we get our debt down, the moment we get our crime to go down, the moment we stop from walk and borrow, the moment we stop from raise tax for the people them, we don't see the good things that will happen. Where Jamaica gets so much money from? For reform the police force, for bring in so much bus in the country, for do all kind of something. That's because we're being smart. We're being financially smart. So that is the story for right now. I'm going to open up the phone lines a little bit. Guys, I wanted to show this to you guys. I couldn't post it because it's already on YouTube and I don't want to get struck for copyright. But there is a group of scholars who did this study on how Jamaica cut down its debt so drastically in 10 years. I encourage you guys to watch it. I think I'm going to try to share it after the show, but you guys have to watch it and see the importance of, first of all, consensus, because it's not just this government alone, right? You have successive governments who carried on the good financial and economic policy to make sure they will bring down our debt and so forth. And this is why I don't like political tribalism, because you see those people, they might go say, yeah, man, come in and, dash with everything what them do or don't do this or don't do that. They might understand the importance of continuity and consensus. That is how we got here. But if you listen to the tone and the style of politics coming from the PNP now, you should be very afraid that if they come into power, they will mess everything up, including mess up the work of past PNP leaders. They will do it. And that's why I'm showing you night before, I'm showing you what Arnold Bertram said about Peter Bunting and Mark Golding. So them a conflict of interest and them pose a threat to Jamaica's financial and economic safety. So be careful. The phone line is open, guys. When you call, 2 requests I have of you is number 1, make sure, oh, wait. Make you open the phone line. I have 2 things to say before I forget. One of our subscribers over here called the program off here. A young man who is 22 years old. Him same live over St. Catherine at a place called Point Hill. He's disabled. He's wheelchair bound. He has cerebral palsy. I don't know how severe, if at all. But he says that he uses a wheelchair to get out. But when he's around his home, he can crawl around. He told me today that he wanted me to help him to get an education. I said, what do you need help with? He says he needs help with transportation. He needs help with transportation, getting to school. I guess they have different institutions that he was interested in. Heart is one of them. And there's also a place called Abilities Foundation. And there might be others as well. No, of course, that broke my heart because being wheelchair bound should not stop anybody, especially at 22 years old with the will to get an education. He explained to me that coming up as a child, he faced discrimination and other obstacles that would have caused him to be delayed in development with a disability. So, I want to know if there's anybody who can link me or leave some information in the chat so that we can see if we can help this young man get to school. Him say him can read properly and him express himself to me properly. A physical disability doesn't always amount to a mental disability. But he just wants a chance to get an education. And he has to get there because he's in a wheelchair. So what can we do? I forgot to ask him who is his member of parliament. I don't even want to make any comparisons because we know Jamaica is a developing country. But, sit well with me that a person who has the will to get an education because they are disabled cannot get one. I was glad to see with the school buses and stuff like that, you have wheelchair accessible buses. And, for people who are wheelchair bound, they can get an easier time going to and from school. But for this 22-year-old, what can we do? Guys, please to pass on this information for me so that somebody can reach out and I can try to get him the information that he needs. Him no call or ask somebody for no money. Him just want to be able to get a ride to and from a skilled institution. He says that he's interested in computer science. I have his phone number. I'm not going to put it here, but I would like somebody to reach out and I will talk to them and pass on the information. He's from Point Hill in St. Catherine. Another subscriber called from Mike Henry's constituency. She told me that she's 75 years old. So she's a JLP from she know herself. She told me that she tried to reach out to our mayor. She tried to reach out to the MP candidate, Mr. Williams. She called them name because she know everybody. But she says she's 75 and I think she may have suffered some damage from burial, and she wants some assistance with housing. So I told her that I will mention it here, and anybody who who cares for the elders or can get her some assistance, only can also inbox me on WhatsApp, and I will give you guys her information. When it comes on to disabled people, when it comes on to elderly people, we cannot turn the other cheek. It doesn't matter their political affiliation. She says she listens to JPU every night. She says sometimes she has food insecurity. So nobody can tell me them things that I may not talk. So she's in Mike Henry's because she even knows that Mike Henry is not well. So she asked me to say it out here for her, and she wants some help. So I'm looking forward to people reaching out to the WhatsApp number here to help this disabled young man and this elderly woman. And I would be happy to pass on the information. All right, so you guys can call now. But two things, when you call, make sure say the background noise is down, and make sure say you keep it to at the very least a minute and a half so that other people can call as well. I would love to have a conversation with everybody, but I can't do that. We have to keep the phone line moving so that other people can get in too. Me not like when people tell me, say, boy, you know how long me I call you. We have phone over here. So the phone line is open, guys. You guys can call now.
Mark Golding is not fit to be Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Bunting don't want him pick them for go up on the bus. And is advising you not to put your children on the bus.
That you have a choice. You can choose chaka chaka, or you can choose order.
Hello, good night.
Yeah, man, TV, man, here. You're the first one call it tonight?
Yeah, the first one. Welcome.
Tell me where I go and say, Andrew, let's buy juice, give everybody out there with them on my own.
Which part?
Yeah, man, tap on one place, so man, I sell some natural juice, man, take up one, watch the crowd, watch it up. This is all there, man, just give everybody juice. And then true, then take it hard a little. You know, some people then grab 2 and 3. The people then just take up one, because it's a lot of people there. So then just one jug of juice, one blue jum, them a juice, you know. And then just take up one, because then expect everybody to get a natural juice. You know, pumpkin, carrot, beetroot, all kind of things. Wow, that was so nice.
That's nice. Then me not see people buy the Prime Minister juice for there. One man asked him if he want a juice, and the man buy the juice give.
Michelle, man, sit down with all jelly what they are wait for the Prime Minister to give.
That's so nice.
Them drive out, them test out, and the 100 bus then sent them hand over. And say 7 left for like the handicapped children, them are children, people when I do something there. Yes.
Okay.
But what I'm saying about this thing, you know, Michael Phillips not show up at the thing to make a talk today, you know.
Which part?
As I realized, I did with the man over the bus ceremony today.
So who was there?
The people them from Golden Dragon, we met the bus them, Stuart, Arthur, the whole of them people, the whole heap of dignitary and people did them on.
There was nobody from the opposition?
And over the bus to JUTC them today.
Nobody from the opposition?
No, sir.
Okay.
Nobody to represent them. Nobody. That's the kind of person there. They not go nothing good for the people and they represent. Nothing good for the people and they represent. And what I'm asking, the question I'm asking, I really want to know now. Now that we know the birth certificate for the bus. Now we know the bus them ban.
Lord God.
Now we know how the bus them reach in our country. We think we need to know how Mark Bowling birth certificate there. We need to see feed now. We need to know when ban. All we care is this man can ban in Germany, you know. And I can talk about in do thing there. We call about the England and Jamaica business there.
All right.
Because this man can be a Germany or a European or a France Whitney. For all we care the France man could all gone. Come my dad used to go all about and them here with them the Queen and everybody. So all we care them mother go taking up there and up them ban.
All right, so we are asked Spanish Town Hospital for let go Andrew Wallace birth paper. Maybe that can get the ball rolling, but TV man, thank you for calling. Spanish Town Hospital, may I make an appeal to you? Now, me come over the feet, you know. All right, thank you.
Put out the record for the big man. Please put out the record for the big man, because they ball and everything did it.
All
We can't tell us that they slap him for the bottom when he ball and sign the paper, being ball.
All right.
Right? So we need to know which doctor slap Mark Bully but he ball and sign team paper.
All right.
So we have the bus birth everything. So we need to man birth everything. It's everything all right. We're not taking up nobody time, because everybody want to talk, you know. Program is a laugh, you know.
All right. Yeah, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man. So we have other people later.
Yeah, thank you.
So now listen what go on. Yeah, man.
You see, like how the hospital down in Hawaii did let out President Obama birth paper, Spanish Town. No make we come protest down there for the Prime Minister birth paper, you know. Hello, good night.
Hello?
Yes, good night. You're live.
Good night. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Okay, I'm fine too. Because I'm proud to see we get some new bus today and over. And I hear the Prime Minister say something where very impressed me, where I feel good. Him say all of these bus will come down. Him now if he borrow no money to buy them. I feel so proud.
Him talk so today at the ceremony?
Yeah, him say these new bus when brought, him don't borrow a cent.
Oh. I several times I hear him talk that something there, you know, since him start to cut ribbon and break ground. Him always talk him no borrow no money.
Right.
Okay.
Right, that's good, man. I love that.
Okay.
And there is nobody from the opposition was there. Nobody.
Oh, well, after what them do with the school bus, you think that them should have really show them face?
Even one of them could come on and show themselves.
Okay.
So I want Jamaica people to know, say, these people, when they say them are PNP are risers, them don't mean the country nothing at all. So I want the people to look at this and don't be stupid when election day call.
Okay. All right. Well, we hear you. Thank you.
Yeah, man. So good night. Just keep up the good work, Sarah, because I always listen to your program, you know.
Okay. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, man. I'm calling from Kingston.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
More ask you a question over here before me take the next call. Me I look on the analytics them from YouTube, and as me show you, about 65% of our viewers are in Jamaica, but are mostly man. Why are mostly man over here? You can tell me? Yeah, man, most of the viewers them and listeners are males. What caused that? I'm not saying I don't appreciate you guys. I love men. But I was so. Hello, good night.
No.
Hello, welcome, good night.
Hey, I tell you what's going on.
Medea, you're live.
You know, sir, me hear a little conversation this morning on Nation, right? I think about the conversation. The conversation was with William Mafford, right? And it even came on the news, in the newscast after. His suggestion to the government is to import people from Haiti in a very organized way to assist with the so-called gap of workers that is needed in Jamaica. Can you hear say right now when they are 3.3%?
Yes, yes, I did.
Right?
Yeah.
No. You see that idea we have, I hope the government give a very strong pushback against it. Because what he's trying to do, before me even say what I'm going to say, if you are looking for skilled labor or semi-skilled labor, where would you look? Haiti or Cuba?
Boy, that's a sticky question. Me that first looking at Jamaica. If there's none, then
no, you're looking outside of Jamaica. Let's say you don't have what you want in Jamaica.
Yes.
You're looking for semi-skilled and skilled labor.
Yes.
Where is the likely place you would get semi and skilled labor?
What kind of labor you're looking for? Construction? What kind of labor?
No. Well, in their case, he's looking for ultimately laborer.
Okay.
That's what he wants.
Okay.
So what he's trying to do is to bring in the Haitians to dump the price of labor in Jamaica. And he not care what I'm trying to explain, and that him trying to do.
Oh.
Because it's a labor market now. It's not a employer's market. You remember one time when people would them can't afford to lose them job because it's so difficult to find another one?
Oh.
That's not happening in Jamaica now.
Well, that is interesting. I would like to hear that because that's interesting.
No, it's hard to get people to do construction.
Okay.
There is a challenge to get people to work. Forklift drivers, they have problem with people for picking goods in a warehouse, etc., to send them out on road. But the problem he's having, because he's saying they have a high staff turnover at that level. If you have a high staff turnover at that level, where are these people going? You see the point?
Yes, yes.
If you're leaving my factory, you must be going somewhere else. Why are you going somewhere else? Because they get better pay elsewhere.
So what about the training now? Because if we have a workforce and we have jobs, but you are lacking the skilled people to do the job, how are we going to start training the people there? Because at some point in time, you got to look into that. You can't just keep importing people. Not that we are adverse to.
There's a very good solution to the problem, and it's not difficult to solve. Even the Prime Minister alluded to it yesterday when he mentioned that there are 20,000 or so young people out there that they just don't have no skill. So they're not employable in certain sectors because they don't have the skills. If they go back and look at the heart, but I think the problem that they're having with the heart, it's a good program, but it can be a lot better.
Okay.
It can be a lot better if you twin it with the technical high schools from your reach first form.
Okay.
If you go to a technical high school, my feeling, my idea is you go there because you want to do technical things. So you teach your maths, your English, you do the accounts, the business, and then you focus on the skills training at that level. When they get to fifth form, you matriculate into heart. So heart would be the university as you want, if you want to call it that, for technical subjects.
Oh.
So by the time that child reach 18, in the 15, in their grade 11, in fact, there is a connection now between the technical schools and heart.
Okay.
And there's an exam that you do, like for example at Dintil in Linstead, there's a particular exam that you do in grade 11 that helps you to get entry into heart.
All right. Well,
if you have that, you don't need to take that particular course when you get to heart.
Send me the program. Let me have a listen to it. Thank you for bringing it to my attention.
No problem, man. I will send it to you.
Thank you. And thank you for calling.
Good.
Yeah, guys, we're not really. Jamaica is not really a large country like that, you know. We have a hard time finding certain skilled workers. I don't like that. May I read the comment? They want to say, I wanna love me. Some people say Jamaican man them love woman. Woman over here too, yes. Women are here. But I forgot to take a screenshot, but overwhelming people them over here are males. I don't have a problem. I'm just curious. Put back the number up on the screen. When you hear the people them attack, I say, time, comma, Andrew this and Andrew that, just remind them of this, please. The people them were engineered the financial meltdown and so, we don't feel to give them no chance. We're afraid of them. Hello, good night.
Hey Natalie, good night.
Hi, welcome. You're live.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about a few things from last night actually, but they're still relevant tonight. So indecent language, right? Multiple entertainers have been charged in Jamaica, including Nicki Minaj, for use of indecent language in a party setting where you'd likely expect to hear something like that. What are they waiting on to charge Warmington and Goulding? Seriously, the law should stand for them because nobody should be above it.
That's a good question.
When you're in school, if you cuss bad what they send you home, like what kind of example are these people setting? Because I did call you already and talk about when they're in a parliament, how they conduct themselves. You can't conduct yourself like that in a parliament and then expect the school children to do better.
So why you think them don't charge them?
I don't know. But I like to know. Nobody should be above the law based on my understanding. Some would like to see both of them charged. I think them to remove the law as well. Like we're Jamaican, walk us bad word. They're just part of our culture.
Them did charge the people them with popcorn and them don't sentence?
Yeah, they were fined. They have to pay money.
They did?
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So I've been waiting to see as a young Jamaican if they're going to charge these people because nobody should be above the law.
May I agree with it that them should remove that law though? What you say?
Yeah, they need to remove the law. They're so dumb. As like a lot of laws in Jamaica, just so stupid. That's one thing I'd like to see as a young Jamaican. Would I love to see one complete constitutional reform? Because you can't have constitution set by the colonial masters that serve one group of black people 60 years later. You look dumb. We look stupid for that, honestly.
Then talking about constitution.
Every day come constitutional reform, but it's been every way do it. If we keep talking about it and not do it, then we're dumb.
Hold on.
Let's do it.
Did you see the report that we won't complete it for the election?
Yeah, I did see that. But we don't understand why it should be taking us so long, honestly. 60 years and we still, so many educated people pass through governments and we still deal with constitution while Mark Golden ancestors left for.
Then you don't feel like say it takes a little time to
60
go
years?
through. No man, I'm not talking about the 60 years. I'm talking about where we are now in trying to do this.
Well, hopefully this government gets it done. I like that they've been talking about it, but we really need to expedite it. Like, we have too much stupid little things on a serve whip and the books. Criminals need to get locked away for good. Like, we need to so they even review those laws and they put people away. We need to clean up with society.
What do you think about the final court of appeal being in the Caribbean?
I'm not an advocate for it being in the Caribbean. I think as Jamaicans, we should be able to handle our own things. When we can't hold the Caribbean people as accountable, we can't hold when Jamaicans accountable and they know so we watch them.
Oh, may I agree with that too.
That is my point. Just the mere fact of that. Otherwise, we're okay with it staying in England. Although I don't believe, say, colonial people supposed to judge you like that. But if once you commit certain kind of murder stuff, I just believe you give up your rights to all of that. So then can judge you for your make here.
Do you think that Jamaica is mature enough to handle its own final court?
Good question. With you see again the laws and the rules, but then the right have to write properly, because when you look for something like the Integrity Commission, what happened with that now? It made me wonder, could we handle our own court if we have one Integrity Commission which clearly proves saying have no integrity, but we can't do nothing about it? We just have to continue to pay them and pretend like it's working well and fine. Who the hell write the contract, then the rules? They're like,
it's a scary
the
thing.
people them just have to work with it. And Mark Golden have a right to call with little people because we just have to go with whatever, like the stupidness with Integrity Commission. What's it gonna take for really turn inside out? See them get one new director and she just snap way off too. Like we're nobodies. They don't work for it clearly, although the taxpayers' money they pay them.
All right, well, thank you for that. Something to think about.
I want to touch a few other things.
Oh, well, you got to speed it up because
you must speed it up. Dayton Campbell, can we confirm that he's a rapist?
Lord God, what do you mean? Me don't know.
Me did want to know if we could have confirmed, because if we could, and then people like Scott Mackley and Matilda sit down with him in Parliament, clearly they stand for rapists.
Oh, well, me don't know if my rapist.
That's where I wanted to go with that. But if we can confirm, we can move on to the next thing. School buses. Me got school from Western Hanover. Me live. And I got school at Central Westmoreland. 3 taxi me have to take every day. My family is rich. And then in my adult life, when me really sit down and look how much money really costs just for transportation daily to get me on good school, I was like, what the hell? It's really bad. At least on a good day, $500 back and forth. That's just for transportation. Me not eat yet. And book khaki and stuff I have to buy. So the school bus program is an absolutely good thing.
So you think the opposition gonna pay a price for the their opposition to it?
Absolutely paying a price for it, because this really affect the ordinary man in a more than one ways. Like we have the issues of taxi men having relationships with young girls or taking advantage of them. We have right now there are taxi drivers when me come back to Jamaica I'm gonna drive with, because they tell me we're picking saying I care schoolers. As an adult I'm not drive with you. It is just what it is.
Okay. Well, all right.
And then the PNP at the party they give a long rope and they hang themselves.
That a go on.
Yeah. Also when I woman them could have put on them clothes and turn out a Portmore today. The woman them just
a Portmore? What happened to Portmore?
Wherever the bus them when they somebody could have turned up. If even one of the women them could have put on them clothes and go turn up on the sake of Jamaica making progress.
Yes. Me see,
it's a shame.
Yeah, it look bad for sure. But they took a certain position, and although of the 14 MPs are just one of them.
Mark and they have to follow.
Well, really and truly, when you look at the opposition, it's only one member of parliament who has been out there advocating against it, which is Mark Golding. All the others have been silent. I mean, Damian Crawford, him try a little thing and him say, boy, this not look good.
Being silent is just as bad or worse than saying nothing.
Complicit, yeah. Well, thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
You too. Why, oh boy. What a something. Well, them say them willing to pay the political price, so what can you say? They truly believe that what they're doing is good and it's the right thing to do. So people like those know you just let them pay them political price. But let me just say this. The Jamaica Labour Party must not ever become complacent. The way all the opposition is in bad shape. The JLP should be looking to go back to Parliament with 63 seats. Nobody talk about 40 and 30 and little down the thing. Go in there with the mindset say you want all 63. Because why? We don't want good representatives for the people. And anybody on phone side when I go on good. Make them go along too. Hello, good night.
Hello?
Yes, hi, good night.
Hi, good night. You're taking calls?
Yes, I'm live. Welcome.
Oh, hi. Thank you very much for accepting my call. I just wanted to mention one thing. A previous caller was mentioned about having the Caribbean justice making Jamaica being a part of the CCJ.
Yeah.
My view on that is, as he rightfully mentioned about the Integrity Commission, and we all know that the Caribbean each country are politically aligned as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if it is that we're going to be a part of it, I mean, whichever party or person forms the government, they're going to appoint their friends to sit on these important places. And then you really and truly would not have a democracy.
So are you agreeing that Jamaica should have its own final court? Is that what you're saying?
No, I believe it is okay right now that we go to England, because when our cases are brought to England, there is no bias. These people just go strictly according to law.
Yes, that's true.
When you have these people, if we become a part of the CCJ, most of these persons who are going to sit on the court are going to be political appointees.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be political appointed, and as such, we're going to lose that. We're going to lose that integrity. Same as though the Integrity Commission is a become so corrupt in political affairs, and the same thing is going to happen with our judiciary system.
But
I don't believe that we're at a state to manage those affairs.
Okay, so what about the cost that it takes to go to the Privy Council, number one? And wouldn't other people, I mean, I think as it stands now, people may be denied justice because they can't afford to go to the Privy Council. That is a legitimate concern of mine. But I do agree that there's no bias. When you put a case before them, there's no bias or any kind of cronyism going on. And you're guaranteed fair justice. But, it's complicated. But all in all, I hope that one day Jamaica can be its own final court of appeal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, once we can have that independence of persons in the judiciary, person in civil society, just be apolitical. I mean, when these people are lying to any sort of, I mean, if for God Almighty's sake, the media is supposed to be the truth. The media is supposed to be the avenue for where people get their information. But if you have someone who is in charge of a major newspaper outlet that comes out and publicly endorse a political affiliate, how can we trust anything comes from that news media?
Not true. Mm-hmm.
It is ridiculous. And that is why that sometimes we have to be careful where we get our information from. And thank God for YouTube and all these other places where people can get their information from, because it's all about controlling the masses.
Yes. So you think Jamaica is winning the war against disinformation?
I think the problem with some Jamaicans, I think we are winning, but there is some more to go. Is that it's just the truth. Some of us Jamaicans are lazy, and some of us are, it's sad to say, a bit illiterate. We take what people tell us and we don't search the information ourselves. So, I mean, you see it every day with the Integrity Commission. All you can hear them talking about is 28 bank accounts. And when they sit down and ask them, they can't even go a sentence beyond that.
So is that a no? Are you want to rephrase the question?
Winning. No, I'm saying we're winning, but I think we have some more. We have a way to go as well to try to combat it. I think having people on various platforms, I mean, it is good.
What about laws? Laws that govern. What about laws that govern dangerous disinformation?
But you see, that is where I believe, like all the press association and all these people has come out about freedom of information should come out and talk. But you don't hear anybody coming out and say anything, because, as I said, the entire fraternity is just infected with people of just political will.
What a sad situation.
Yeah, it is sad. And if the society continues to go down that path, we'll never. And I think so, it's just a sad reality. Some people don't want Jamaica to progress because some of them just benefit from the way how things are run in Jamaica.
Okay.
Some of the bad things. But there's one thing I want to ask you personally before I come up. You're a Maroon, right? I mean, I could not. You can tell me your opinion on this. When I saw, I think that was probably last year at the PNP conference, when when name the chief.
You know, say how wicked.
Curry.
And no, you're not going further. Them are wicked. Anybody where you see a follow back at the PNP right now from Maroon Town, any Maroon Town, are wicked them. Them not mean them community any good. Them are just some follow back look breadcrumbs.
Like,
Them they are not real
believe it.
Maroon.
Like, come on, this is a direct descendant of slave owners they're running behind.
Them are just some little follow back fashion magla in a maroon African garb. They're not at the heart a true maroon. That's my opinion. And I'm sure they'll hear this.
Oh my God. Like it's very frightening, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're a tree without roots.
Same way.
Wow. Wow. But thank you very much for accepting my call, and I'll do this to your program and continue to spread the good news, continue to destroy disinformation, and do have a good night.
Thank you for joining. You're welcome.
No problem.
Guys, this was out in Eastern Jamaica. School buses. MPs and ministers. So the picnic them might get familiarized with the buses then, because this is gonna be their mode of transportation on September morning. Manchester, we are coming. Oh well, look guys. It's a good look. Not bad at all. Wanna know how much people me supposed to call from bus mechanic? Hey, Jamaica people, them not easy. From bus mechanic to bus driver to 18-wheeler driver, everybody want an input in this conversation. For sure, say the people them who are come try and mash down the goodness what is happening with the transportation of our young people. People just want to come and show their experience and their expertise. And say, see the Jamaica, them are wicked. All them want to do just destroy a good thing. It doesn't make sense. Let me see. Oh Lord. Me have one video for uploading. When me that try come on, me that have a little problem. Technical difficulty, but I think I can do it now. The person will just send me that picture here of downtown parade. What is the matter? What is the problem? Me see some people stand up out there. Before COVID-19, you could get buses up to 10 p.m. So are you saying now that you can't get a bus? That you tell me? I understand. What time the last bus leave from Donga town, guys? You see with all the new bus system now, with crime gone down too, I feel like say bus them for start run late, you know. I feel like say bus them for go out to midnight. Commuters are left stranded. Okay, I see what you're saying. I had no idea. One of our subscribers just sent me a picture with the scene downtown Kingston. I soon put it up. Hello, good night. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good night.
Hello. Good night. And how are you?
Fine, thank you.
I am impressed with your program tonight. Very impressed.
Thank you.
Anyhow, the fact that you put the picture of the buses on the screen, I saw the demonstration, or was it demonstration or introduction to the St. Thomas people yesterday.
Yes.
And of all the people that watch and go according to them inside the buses, only about three or four people that was not interested in the bus. But everybody else seemed to have something good to say about it, and they were all excited. So
those are probably people who don't have no small children for go up on the bus, them, you know? Are them probably politically?
No, they had some children there. That's what I'm saying. There was some children there. I mean, a lot of children went on. It was touring. It was going around. It made 3 or 4 different stops in the St. Thomas area. Our East Side media was showing. Yeah, and I was really, really pleased.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, one more thing. I went to Greenwich Primary.
You did?
In the 1960s.
Wow.
So when I heard you talking about Greenwich Town, I thought about Father. Did you know Father?
Of course. We used to go up there a party sometime.
Okay.
I shouldn't talk this car thief me the thief out and go.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, my wife is sitting down here and she thinks that that's because I like it. But we do have something in common here.
Oh, she think you like me because of Greenwich farm used to live?
No. She's just kidding. We're talking about the fact that you said that you were there, and I'm saying, yeah, then you would know Father Benz.
Oh, yeah. And don't think Greenwich Town was a working class, decent residential community?
No, everything that you said was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my friends that lived in Greenwich Town, so I used to go across there. So, yeah, I'm very familiar with what you're talking about.
Okay, good. Well, thank you for calling.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Big up to all of the ladies them where I listen to the program. All of the ladies them where I listen. All of the spouses them who I listen. Because you have some spouses I listen over here. Hello, good night.
Good night, Nat.
What?
Good night, JPU. My little input on William Afu. One of my concerns is, why is it that since he's having such a problem with labor, why he doesn't have like sign-on bonus to attract workers?
Well, that's a good idea.
And he's saying that he has competitive salary plus healthcare. Those are like the basic. People want like loans that they can get for their children to go to university.
True.
So if they have like programs like that, you don't think that he will attract more skilled labor workers?
Yeah, he might put some attractive things in his hiring process, and to be able to also to keep his employees as well.
And invest in them, Natalie. Give some of them scholarship to go out and you understand me, tertiary education so that they can come back
and upskill
exactly along with like contract 5-year 10-year contracts,
and people stay there and work until they retire if it's
good. They will, but William Afu, he's not paying any money. All I hear them talking, they're not paying no money. So people going, and the condition that some people have to be working in, trust me.
But you know, so one time them import people for come work, they can't pay them like how them pay the Jamaican them.
No.
If you pay them more.
They have to.
Okay. Well, thank you.
All right.
I choose something. Big up all of the people them who watch from Canada, Jamaica, all over. I'm getting your messages. Thank you so much for tuning in. So this is the picture that one of our subscribers just sent, telling me that that the people them down a town away can't get no bus. What kind of sitting this? Something can go so? After 10 o'clock, you're stranded. Bus for run till all midnight. This no good. And but say the crime I go down now, you know. So only can let go bus them little later. You have people who work late. Some places you're going on, you can't get transportation till all 1-2 o'clock in the morning. A 10 p.m. bus run from downtown to halfway tree. So if you miss the bus 10 o'clock, you're there on your own. I don't like that. I feel like say bus them for run until at least midnight. The last bus, I feel like for leave out around midnight. Big up Atlanta. Big up Atlanta. Big up Florida. Too much dilated people employed at JUTC. Yes, it's always been that way, sadly. No, that picture there in a country. This look like down a town, not true? No man, this is down a town. At least it looks like it from this angle. They don't give tickets in the night. You have to insist they do. The minister need to ensure that the JUTC runs up to 10 nightly like it was before COVID. But the people in the chat is saying that the last bus leaves downtown at 10 o'clock. Every night you see buses going into the depot from 8 p.m. Rockfort Depot needs overhaul. The drivers seem to do their own thing and they don't give tickets. Minister of Transport, I hope you're hearing this. Hello, good night. Yes, welcome to the program.
Yes, good night.
Yeah, what do you want to say to us tonight?
Yeah, I really appreciate the effort that you're making and disseminating the
information,
the message.
Thank you.
Of the Jamaica Labour Party, because one of the time the message was not going out as it should.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was a, what do you call it now, miscommunication.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm happy that they have fixed that and persons are now waking up to the reality of, you know, the achievements of this government. Yeah. And we're on a path now of growth, and we're seeing growth in almost every sectors in the country. Yeah. And I like the approach of Andrew Holness, our Prime Minister. He's taking on it parish by parish, and he is identifying the needs of each parishes, and he's trying his best, you know, to develop each parish.
Oh, okay.
And evidence of that is seen, like in, for example, in St. Thomas, he has some plans for Portmore,
Mm-hmm.
and we even see it in Montego Bay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for calling. And yes, we're gonna continue, you know, putting out the message and correct what needs to be corrected and stuff like that. So I thank you for tuning in.
Okay, you're welcome.
Have a good night. Yeah, the JUTC need to clean up. From the very beginning, from the inception of JUTC, sad to say, it's been a political thing. I mean, so people can have them political views and biases, you know. But at some point in time, you have to be able to separate that. You have to be able to separate it under your job, according to your job description. Herman say more women must call. I agree. That's why I say more man over here than anything. Ladies, I don't bite. And big up to the women them who call over here, because you guys do. Yes, that is parade for sure. All right, guys, I think we're going to stop here tonight. The two people I'm telling you about, the disabled young man and the elderly woman, I really and truly want somebody to reach out and help them. May have them phone number. So between now and tomorrow, I hope that, you know, when I check the messages again, I will see something from somebody. The woman mentioned Mr. Williams, so I don't know if Mr. Williams she want to talk to. She said she know Mr. Williams from in there, Kingston, that are the MP candidate. So she said she knew him from them time there. And, you know, I think that's the person she'd like to talk to. So, guys, I'll take this final call. I will take this final call. Hello, good night. Hello? Yeah, turn on the background for me.
Yeah, what going on?
Medea, you had the last call tonight.
I know, man, I'm saying they don't want to cut off like a while up. Me that call you straight on the number and realize it now go through, so I try WhatsApp.
Okay.
And it go through.
Okay.
Are your friend out of Maryland, man? I'm tell you say you hurt my feelings enough time.
Oh, I remember you.
When you not come on and when you know, true, me tell you so I listen to you all the time.
Yes,
but
yes.
But I have two little small points to more talk to you about.
Okay.
The comrade them where I say I support Mark Golden, right?
Mm.
And for all what them see happen in Jamaica, and all what Mark Golden do back in the days where you talk about Peter Bunting and them with them banking system, and they comrade them know what the man do.
Mm-hmm.
And see him a come back right now if he can run Jamaica. And it obvious where them plan is, and them a run behind the man them. Me have to wonder what them a think. You know what I mean? As you're saying or not, the first year Andrew become prime minister, you know, him did do some foolishness when me never like, you know, me did grieve about it, you know, but the man grew in the thing now and start work.
Mm-hmm.
And whole heap of them can see whole heap of things happening, and them a fight against Andrew. What them want? Or what them really want Jamaica to come build not?
It's only a pity say certain time they good have to suffer with the bad. Cause if I never one thing we just say make them have gold in a bunting and make we just sit down and watch them suffer, you know. But none of them want to suffer.
It's obvious that some people don't even, them just follow the thing through politics.
Yeah.
They don't know nothing where really are going. They don't do no research. They don't look. They not, it's like them a say, but them blind, see them we are not.
Yeah.
And them a run down the thing because them a PNP. They not do it for the better. Because I'm not even worry about me again and not. I'm my grandpitney, I'm a great grandpitney. We are going to come inherit the best of Jamaica.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit me a vote for, hit me a fight for.
Mm-hmm.
Cause if I did even PNP in a power as a shower man, you know, me I tell you the truth. Me not gonna ever vote for PNP in a that. But if me see PNP in a power and them a do good, me not vote. Me I give them the chance to prove themselves to make the country better from a that them a do and from a seat. Me not gonna be biased about the thing and talk about me a die-hearted.
Mm-mm.
And me have to go vote for what? For them come mash up the country.
That's so it's supposed
and
to be.
then this little man I know was saying bright and him a skeller when he I said Damian Crawford, me lose laugh for him. Wicked, you know, like man, make me feel wow, weird.
We saying disappointed.
Say I'm the next prime minister that, you know. God, no, to how him did a move back in the days. I mean, I say the little young JLP, them and film little PNP, them can come together and them farm something and become. That time, you know, the first term of Andrew, and I say Andrew to be a foolishness, you know. I say we want a change from both parties. I mean, just hope the little Damian Crawford and Lisa Anna and them can come together with even some of the little JLP, you know, the young one them with them did have them group.
Same
just
generation.
Like farm something. And come and then the way Mr. Damian Crawford move like some like him is a follower now behind some Duns, Mark Golden and Peter Bunting. I just feel a way. I worry, you know, man, not.
For sure.
This is like how you see the people them voting Trump and know say Trump about kill them.
Yeah.
And then still voting the man. Me I worry about Jamaica election with them PNP, you know, and with them a plan for do for run to get Jamaica in there, you know.
No, you should be worried. That's why we're out here attacking now. Let me tell you something.
But I'm glad for Uno not, because Uno kind of change. Uno make me stop worried.
You're not worried again?
People are listening Uno not and people say the misinformation with them again. You see, phone platform, the three ladies, them platform, and it work wonders.
So what on there? What on there? You say you're not worried again?
No, since Uno come in, not before Uno, before me start listening to you, not me did I worry.
Oh, well, that not good then.
I don't know if I don't love them, no love Jamaica or what. Because them a see the thing happen and still a fight against the man. No better them go quiet till them find a leader, because them don't have a leader.
That's true, man.
And we need a good opposition leader, but not Mark Golden.
Well, me glad to see you're not worried again.
If we lead them run our way, Lisa Anna. Because you know, say the Prime Minister have to have a good opposition against him, just to keep him in line.
Then we all should want to see that.
But that's not there. It's not there, and them the comrade then realize so them need to get rid of Mark Golden and find a good leader. Then them come run up their mouth and keep it quiet.
Me never know say PNP could have do this to the Jamaican people them, because I not just the comrade them alone where out there run up and down behind them. When I look on people like all PJ parties, when me always think that PJ one of the brightest man in Jamaica. And when me look and see how PJ I come push Mark Gold into the Jamaican people them, me say about them people, they're mad. Are some mad people?
That's why me I worry, Mark. It's like them are second for everything. Why them would want to put Mark Gold up there? I don't know why.
Why?
As much as PJ passion come to fool, I better him come back and run. So find something.
What you say?
I better him decide to come back, come take the party, then you go push Mark Golden. Why the hell you go put a man up there? Remember them mash up the country already, half of them, through them pocket and all that. Because they don't do nothing for the people, them, you know, for them pocket full, and you hear them talk about it. He talk about him Tapana, his friend them. He talk saying have him money already. Check how he get him money and how he get him riches.
No, Jesus.
So them not see that.
So you say that take back PJ, you could have take back Bunting over Golden?
Not me tell you the truth. You and Karen and 411 only give me whoops. Because me I go back to Westmoreland I come from, you know, in my heart, you know.
Central Westmoreland?
Westmoreland, Central Westmoreland me come from.
I lie.
And he's a shower man. Years me down there, me never plan for switch. I suffer under PNP down there. I just hold my own that. I tell you that. I hold my own because I know one day.
What you do down there? Fishing or farming?
Fishing. We have on the seaside. I live not.
Oh, okay.
And me just hold my own in a Westmoreland down there. So not. And I said, Jano, one day one change must come. And me have always have planned to go back on my yard. Not.
Right.
But when me did see the thing I get sticky and I move on, me I wonder how this a go work, not how it a go work. Until God send on us some angel to come talk to the people them and push the truth, not misinformation. Because right now, I worry about you not and them, you know, because I don't trust the comrade them, you know.
We don't trust them neither.
I just know, say, I know you're not fooling, and I mean, you're talking, you know.
Yeah, man.
I know carrying them on a fool neither, but we don't trust the comrade them.
Nobody.
I know say them here to like pies no, right now.
They do.
We know say them if them can send them envelope there with the dust come gear them would do it.
The Antrac.
The misinformation and you detect it, you come on the ear, come clear it.
What?
And lick it away.
Who the rap with them? That's why they say they were sue it.
But not like we have whole heap of hopes and I just hope you see you can't put nothing past them and I just hope the people them not be a foolish to go put no more holding in and up power because we don't know where him aim for. This man don't even own nothing in Jamaica.
I him
so
talk
so.
Love
Jamaica.
I him talk so that's why them put him in the back of the bus.
And when you see some come on and attack, me I wonder where them up to. Me I wonder, me I wonder if them nah nothing. Them nah no ambition, me know that already. Say them comrade they nah no ambition. I go check where they live, they nah nothing neither not.
But me I look for some new breed of comrade now for come say, all right, we not take no breadcrumbs here now. A different thing with them on progress and movements. But at the same one, everybody I can say.
As I say, I don't really know young people, them and some people, some I don't want to disrespect no old person, because me a old school myself, but when you check the type of people them will claim to them a different comrade. And some people will get their chance in their life and mess up like that. And still I hang on to nothing, It's like I just a dinner them want and them alright.
That is all. Oh God.
That's all them want. And then can get them dinner and put on the orange shirt. They look like they love orange nut.
Yeah. That's it.
The comrade them when I see I make nice and I go like Andrew now and do nothing. Me have a virgin nut. That's why I last point before you go in that. I have a virgin down at Jamaica there where in consider for be PNP, but we never make political not to get between because we're more than that.
Yeah.
And me I talked to him yesterday night, and me I said to him, because him know, him not really listen politics, him just listen what people say.
Oh.
So yesterday him I tell me, say, Andrew, because me I talk to him and him I tell me, say, all Andrew I do a thief.
God of mercy.
Tell me one thing with Andrew thief. He started telling me about the 28th bank book. I said, come on, Biddy, don't act like you're done, my friend. And I said, listen to me, Biddy. I want you tell me for the 10 years where you know Andrew in a power for. You can tell me one thing where you see him do good. And him there itching on that. I know I say, tell me, because I'm a see it on that, but it was hard for him to say, yes, Andrew I do good.
Oh, God.
And eventually he say yes, and then I say, so I'm not going to further with you with politics though. We don't talk about politics. Don't do why you admit the part there.
A tribalist.
And we just cut it.
A tribalist.
Him not really vote not, but him is a PNP family.
Oh. So he's a tribalist then?
Him not vote, but him come from a PNP family and him just listen to people what people say.
Okay.
Him no do no research to know the truth of nothing. I mean, they just try to tell him, come now, you're a big man. I'm older than me in my 50s, and I'm a bigger man for me.
Okay.
But I'm a little virgin where I come from far. I hold away a fish business, you know what I mean?
Gotcha, okay.
I just did that show him a little point. Say, let go that man, I don't follow people. Sometimes you have to do your research. And look how long we live at Savlamar and PNP not do nothing for down there, nuts.
So what year you live?
Jamaica.
So, down south.
2016, I left down there.
2016.
But I go and come, not. I go and come,
Oh, so you go down there since the new set of man them, the new set of representatives them down there. You go down
no, not. I go down there. Yeah, Andrew come down there, me and him reason and all them things the back before him even the turn prime minister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because me is a man, me love my shower party and me used to just work. Enough work me do down there for them and that.
So when you call down a Jamaica, you talk when you call down there, you talk to your virgin them, your fisherman friend them, and you ask them what go on. What them say are go on from the new government and the new MP them coming.
Well, may I tell you this, me and my MP that I judge, more time I call him and me and him reason. And I see him, I follow him thing and say him I do some things that PNP never do. The main thing I fix road and them things for people.
Oh.
Because PNP never do nothing not.
So you think he might come back? You think he's gonna come back?
Who?
George Wright.
Yeah, he might do good or not.
Oh,
he might do good.
Okay.
Me and him not really say eye to eye, because I just feel like him no love for my place. But he might do good.
Oh.
I know because him now to my place, so I expect him to do it. But I see him work all over and him there around the people them. When me not see PNP did that down there for the how much years then down there. Because you know a Darlistan PG come from.
Yes.
Down there, them supposed to make Savlamar nice.
A true man.
And they not do it. You know why not? Because them have the people them in them hand. Them not forget them nothing. Every Wednesday when Roger Clark did MP, them go farm line down there and then go collect them $3,000. And that's all they want.
No, sir. A different time.
And them second for that not. And that them second for. It no matter if them do nothing or not.
What a sad situation.
Them they are win down there. Them get tired of it, you know, and from Roger Clark, them now get the service where them used to get again, because that the office they locked down.
Okay.
So them never get nothing now, and then start a hungry now. I remember say Peter Bunting and them sabotage thing, and that's why them they doing down there. You know, I know the people, I vote, the people them never vote down there. You know,
yeah, them
PNP, they never come out, you know, that's why Labour right, they doing down there, you know.
Well, yeah, because
them want to accept it or not, you know.
The sabotaging were going on with Bunting them plan for do, because them plan to make the losers them like Dayton and Wem name the Ian Eels come over there.
Yeah.
So them say
not them people them just never did push out.
Premeditated.
Yeah. I know them get the angle, it's hard for them get it back, you know, because it have a tight, the election they don't have a tight, you know.
You think so?
You can't trust the PNP, them not.
So you feel that the JLP come back, come sweep it or?
He might come back, come take it, man, but it now go just take it, so I fight them have to fight for it.
Okay.
Because the PNP, they might come out not. For some reason, they want back the $3,000. Every 2 weeks.
No, sir.
They don't want to see better, you know, because I say they don't care about better, you know.
No.
I just the pocket money where they might get a week time, they want.
Well, if you did the on the program earlier on, you may tell the JLP say, go down there and see what go on and do what you're supposed to do, because it would be so sad for the people them come get 3 different set of leaders and you know work go on as well. You say everything never done overnight, but give them another chance, make them continue them work, because them are people.
Man, give you a 10-year the man get if I give him one next term we see what go on. Because he might do good so far.
Yes, for sure.
He might do good so far not. And as I say, PNP now no leader. That the leader where them come with now go work.
No.
And if they make the mistake and put it in there or not, me know for surviving or not. No matter who in a power, you know, me have to live, you know.
Yes, I know for God see.
Me know that, but me I think about my grandpitting them not, and my great grandpitting them will ever come. Because I know me again, you know, me can't think about me again, you know.
That's true.
And me no wonder what these comrades are think, where them depend. Give the man an next term and give man some more year. We see what go on till no final leader. It's that's all. Because we always want good opposition. We don't want a little flanker man where come for fattening pocket and we no response to Jamaica. Because anyone in come and just go scrape everything and send it out of the country. I mean, I beg you not to know why you advocate plan for me. You say if Andrew become the 3rd term again, I beg you tell himself to put back here, buy back 2 plane, give him a man.
I'm not lying.
So 1 year Jamaica, 2 year Jamaica, fly back out of Jamaica. You know?
Just like how we look good right now with crime and everything.
Yes. We need back a year line.
But if you say anything possible with Andrew though?
Yeah, well, it's a man where you listen. You listen, you know.
Yeah, man.
And that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we just have to make sure we give him the next turn there again for the man go and do him a do. Because him do good. All them a worry about Andrew Billy in house or do whatever. Then the man the prime minister, he must set pace for himself.
Then man go in them now them EPA.
Come suffer with people. You think it's easy for run one country?
Then Mark Gold and them now their house and money all over the place too.
So where the man make a big deal out of the man inherit whatever if he inherit. He might do him work, let him inherit, man.
And them are the racists, them are talk about people are racist.
Them not no problem with Mark Golding rob the people them and get rich.
In a Finsack,
and
yes.
Andrew, them have problem with Andrew and God say the man thief and then can't tell you where the man thief.
Out of order.
Eh? And the man have one away. And I like the man come from one next country and I do him whatever him I do.
Be out of order.
I don't know that, but me say when I get you and this lady them give me hope and that's good. And me respect you, me not and go and do what I do and keep up the good work, not stop. All when you see some of them are come with them foolishness and you're not even pay them no mind, you know. I know you know better than that.
Yeah, man. Me thank you for the dialogue and thanks for calling.
All right. Bless up yourself, Nat.
Yes.
All right.
True, the man attack, you know. Lot of people did a worry. Him say not so worry again. That's a good thing. But labor rights, don't be complacent. Your work is not done until the last vote is casted on election day. You see, me I tell you earlier about Westmoreland. You see, the man come from Westmoreland. Then if me come out and come talk everything, you know. Sometimes you just say what needs to be said. That's it. But don't put the people them in a position where the people who did it with them how much decades. Those people are finally out of the way. I want to give the people them three MPs where work better than the ones that were there. It would be so sad to see the people them are subjected again to people like Campbell, who lost because he's a non-performer, Ian Hales, and the rest. That would be sad. Very sad. Because we know them not do no work. That's why the people got rid of them. But nothing more than them come with a psychological thing for the people them. Them go down look and say, all right, we are going Westmoreland because them the people down there are idiot. Them the people down there, them are going to vote PNP no matter what. And that them think about Westmoreland people. I mean, I tell you the Westmoreland people. I love Westmoreland, you know. White House, Culloden, however you want to pronounce it. The right there, sir. Westmoreland is one of the most beautiful parish in Jamaica. God knows. But it would be so sad if the people, them, the average citizens of Westmoreland, we don't want development. We don't know yes, the urban center come down there. Run with data on them, man. Make them go on back where they come from because they can't. So if we don't want to hold on yourself and hold on your life for another 25 years, the only reason why they come to Uno is because they don't rate to know. Because them think Uno want to set an idiot down there. If Wickham could have stayed, he would have stayed too. But I trimmed the longest and the people them just wash them and clean. But these guys, they turn them look and say Uno idiot to none sense. Prove them wrong. If you give the JLP one more term in the parish and they not do nothing, then you not have all right to say, all right, we will pick one set of who is the most worthless. But you guys are not at that point yet. Give them one more term, make them prove themselves and see what they can do. Allow me to tell guys, serious thing. Airport and urban center for Westmoreland. Them say ground break and water come on road or come on all kind of sitting. And me I say to the powers that be, go to the people and talk to them. Give them some timeline. Dialogue is very important. Anyway, guys, let us catch up Friday. Friday is going to be the last live broadcast for 1 week because I'm not going to be home. As I said, The debate thing when me I try do, me can't get no comrade now. I come over here and talk to it. And only know, so me not go hostile upon them because me not eat people. The only thing they might be scared of is that they can't lie over here and they just don't like us. That's fine. But maybe we can be innovative and, think about another way to get some more interaction. You know what I say? So we'll think about that and we'll talk on Friday, guys. Have a good night. Thank you for joining. Hit the thumbs up button before you leave. Share the content with everybody. Next time I see the analytics, I want to see 80% of Jamaica people them a watch. Right now, at 65% I will not complain. But I really and truly want to see the entire Jamaica watch. Because this is Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Have a good night, guys. Thank you for joining.
Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Pick up yourself because you don't know you will discover. Lord of mercy. Hey. Some say that them a dietic. And them a suffer to hell neurotic. Them a say that them a dietic. And them a suffer to hell neurotic.